Good morning. Here is Developing Stories. My name is Remy Allen. The Federal University of Technology, Akure, has armed 1,030 postgraduate scholars with advanced knowledge to drive Nigeria's industrial and economic transformation. The 36th convocation ceremony celebrated excellence and innovation at the award of postgraduate masters and doctoral degrees. Our reporter, Joy Pius, has details.
A defining moment at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, as 1,030 postgraduate students across 6 faculties emerge from years of rigorous scholarship, certified and ready to lead. Representing President Bola Tinubu, the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Abdullahi Ribadu, highlighted the growing challenge of graduate unemployment and proffered solutions.
It is also very important to remind ourselves of the peculiarity of the natural resources of our nation with respect to wealth creation and economic revitalization through agriculture. Towards this end, government has provided a lot of opportunities in the agricultural sector for job creation.
He called for university curricula to prioritize employability, entrepreneurship, and sustainable job creation.
I must admit that while today's occasion gives much joy, it is overwhelming to note the number of graduates that are to be added to the labor market. It is therefore needful to pay close attention to the relevance of our curriculum to employability and job creation, and emphasize that all hands must be on the deck to ensure that future graduates are not only self-reliant but consistently so.
Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, represented by the Director General, Performance and Project Implementation Monitoring Unit, Razak Obi, hailed FUTA as a global leader in technological advancement and a vital partner in the state's development vision.
This citadel of learning has consistently lived up to its motto, technology for self-reliance. For over a decade, the school has ranked among the best universities in Nigeria and the very best University of Technology in this country.
In her charge, Vice Chancellor Professor Adenike Oladiji urged the graduates to become catalysts for Nigeria's industrial revolution.
It is indeed a moment of sorrow, but I want to appeal to you to go out there and prove that FUTA is unique.
She commended President Bola Tinubu for establishing the FUTA Teaching Hospital, a landmark project set to elevate the institution's Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery programs.
I thank most sincerely His Excellency Honorable Lucky Orimisa Aiyedatiwa, the Governor of Ondo State, for the willingness to collaborate with the federal government to actualize the all-important initiative.
From groundbreaking PhDs in renewable energy to policy-shaping masters and career-defining postgraduate diplomas in technology and engineering, these scholars are not just graduates, they are Nigeria's next wave of innovators, ready to redefine leadership.
It is my belief that in my own little way, I will be able to influence others, even to go better in researching, in giving themselves to research in what we've been doing in practical, how we could improve on it theoretically.
It's basically one of the greatest things I've always wanted to do in life, and seeing today is actually something so magnifying and awesome. And I hope to use this certificate for something great in the petroleum field.
For many, this is not just the end of a journey, it is the launch of a fresh pursuit. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Nigerian students studying abroad under the federal government's bilateral education agreement and their parents are set to stage a protest today over the non-payment of scholarship stipends, which they say has pushed many scholars into distress. The demonstration, according to a notice by the Forum of BEA Scholars, will take place at the Ministry of Finance headquarters in the Central District of Abuja. Parents of the affected students who said they could no longer bear the financial and emotional strain of supporting their children who are stranded abroad confirmed they will join the protest. In the notice, the scholars said they are entitled to monthly stipends of $500 but have not received any payment this year. The faction of the People's Democratic Party, backed by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has announced that an emergency meeting of the party's Board of Trustees and National Executive Committee will hold tomorrow. According to a notice issued by the factional National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu and shared on his X handle by the media aide to the FCT Minister, Larry Olayinka, both meetings are scheduled to hold at the NEC Hall of the PDP National Secretariat, Wadata Plaza, Abuja. The notice stated that the BOT meeting will begin at 11 a.m., while the NEC meeting will follow at 2 p.m. Recall that the PDP at its 2025 National Convention in Ibadan, Oyo State, on Saturday expelled several high-profile members, including Wike, Anyanwu, former National Legal Advisor Kamaldeen Ajibade, former Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose, Imo PDP Chairman Austin Nwachukwu, and others for alleged anti-party activities. The United States House of Representatives Subcommittee on Africa will hold an open hearing on Thursday, November 20, to examine President Donald Trump's recent redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. The designation, if ratified by the Senate, would allow the U.S. to impose sanctions on Nigerian officials for complicit in religious persecution and limit certain forms of bilateral assistance. It also signals to the international community that religious freedom in Nigeria remains under serious threat. The hearing will be chaired by Representative Chris Smith. It will feature two panels of witnesses, including senior U.S. State Department officials and Nigerian religious leaders. I'm moving to sports. The Super Eagles 2026 World Cup dreams suffered a major blow as DR Congo advanced to the Intercontinental Playoff following a dramatic penalty shootout at the Prince Maule Abdallah Stadium in Rabat. The match ended 1-1 after 120 minutes of regulation and extra time, sending the high-stakes encounter to penalties. Nigeria initially went ahead through Frank Onyeka in the 3rd minute, but DR Congo equalized in the 32nd minute through Elia. Extra time saw both teams create chances, with Tolu Arokoda remissing a header for Nigeria and Nwambali making a crucial save from a DR Congo free kick, but neither side could break the deadlock. The tension continued into the penalty shootout. Nigeria's Calvin Bassey and Moses Simon missed early chances, while Nwambali denied DR Congo's first penalty. Akwa Adams kept the Super Eagles alive, but DR Congo, I beg your pardon, struck back through Sadiki and later scored the decisive 4th penalty, leaving Nigeria trailing 4-3 in the shootouts. Meanwhile, former presidential candidate Peter Obi has urged the Super Eagles to stay resilient following Nigeria's exit from the 2026 World Cup playoffs. Nigeria's campaign ended in a 4-3 defeat on penalties after a 1-1 draw across 120 minutes at the Prince Maule Abdallah Stadium in Rabat on Sunday, marking the 2nd consecutive World Cup the team will miss. In a post on his official X account, Obi acknowledged the players' dedication and sacrifice. He encouraged the team to regroup and rebuild with focus. Also, Nigeria's coach Eric Schell on Monday has alleged that a DR Congo staff member engaged in voodoo during the penalty shootouts of Sunday's World Cup playoff. And that's the news. Thanks so much for watching. Good morning.